Good morning, dear children. You all are welcome to the social class. In this class, we are going to learn the new lesson in past and present book. In this one, we are going to see the second lesson, that is very important lesson, dear children. This is very helpful and very useful to your future. Okay. Here you can see lesson number 2, the age of revolution. In the heading you can know that the revolutions, only about the revolutions. This period is called as age of revolution because American Vespucci found the new place America. No? After the invention of America, the people started the England, France, Spain, and Holland. They are very interested with the trade and commerce. No, there is a competition between them to strengthen their powers in the American continent. So, what there is a problem acute because of this. The American War of Independence was started. This America there, that is the group of colonies only. A small colonies only there. That is only totally as American. That is only the states. Here you can see that places. You see New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. The end there is a Gulf of Mexico, and here the Atlantic Ocean. The 13 colonies that revolted against this Britain. In this time, you see why this revolution started means in America they have ordered the people, those who are the factory one, the people those who are working in factories, like that means they are ordered to export the goods to the British, and they have ordered to import the goods from the England. They have ordered only to export to England and import from England. That means they are exporting the goods, but there is if they are importing the goods means they need to pay more tax for that. Here the colonies, despite enjoying independence in the internal administration, but were controlled by the British government in economic matters. For example, the colonies were forbidden to use non-British ships for trading purposes. Then products, they are for trading. What the things they are using means tobacco, sugar, cotton. These things they are exporting, and they are advised and ordered to export the things, sugar, tobacco, and the cotton only to England. And they need some raw materials means they need to if they are need the raw materials means they only import from the England, from the England only. In that time they have fixed the lot of taxes they need to pay. Because of that they have passed the some Act, that is in 1765 the British Parliament passed the Stamp Act, which made affixation of stamps on all documents compulsory. They need to affix the stamp. Maybe there is a they need to pay for that stamp, but the colonies refused to pay the tax on the grounds. The colonies, no, 13 colonies are there, no. Then the some philosophers, they wrote and told some philosophies, no. Through that they got the confidence, the revolutionary peoples, the rebels. Then they have protested against the act of that stamp, no. They adopted the slogan, that is no taxation without representation. Then, under pressure from this protest, the British government repealed the Stamp Act because of this. They have agitating against this Stamp Act. No, so what the British government repeat that they have repealed the Stamp Act. Again and again they are doing something against to them. So in the year 1774, the representatives of the 13 colonies, already we have told these 13 colonies, they have assembled in Philadelphia. Where they have assembled? They have assembled in Philadelphia, and they have appealed to the King George III. He is a British ruler to they have appealed to King George III, and they are asking to the British ruler to end the restriction on trade, because there is a restriction to export and import. The exporting is allowed only to England. If they are importing something, means on land, to come these things in the land, they need to pay a tax. That is very lost to the people. So they are agitating against this one. In this war, many women also participated. Here one example for that, you see, women also participated in the American War of Independence. Some served as spies. Some served as spies. Spies means a police. No, just like a police. Spies means they will go, the enemies don't know about them, but they will gather so many news. And some nurses in the army raised by George Washington. Among the women mentioned may be made of Mary Ludwig Hayes, who took her wounded husband's place at the cannon and fought bravely. That Mary Ludwig Hayes, she is also fought in this place. Her husband was wounded, but she is fighting very bravely. Then in 1783, the British government and the colonies signed the Treaty of Paris. By the Treaty of Paris, the British recognized the independence of 13 colonies. After this War of Independence, the American Revolution, that United States of America, no, that 13 states, that 13 colonies, that is comes as that is getting independence in the year 1783. Then the colonies then come together to form the United States of America. Then so what only that is called as USA. That is not as not one place or one country. That is United States. The states are united. So 13 states are united. So what that is called as United States of America. That is after this War of Independence, these 13 states are united. Then a constitution was drafted which declared the USA a republic. An important part of this constitution is the Bill of Rights. It guarantees American citizen the right to freedom of speech, religion and justice. After this Bill of Rights only, that is coming as a republican country, the American people, the United States of America, no, they are getting the rights to speech, religion and justice. Dear children, here we need to learn something more about French Revolution and about Napoleon Bonaparte. We need to learn. Similarly, we will learn about these things. Okay. God bless you all. Read the lesson if you are getting the time. Okay. Thank you. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.